What is up, you YouTubers? It is me, Henry, coming to you today with another Gadget deck profile. Now, I know I've already given you one profile of this deck, but I've adjusted it and made it a lot better than what it was, and I felt that you guys should get the latest version, 2.0, instead of the outdated version. And I tested it at my locals today, and it actually did fairly well, better than I expected. So, let's get right into it. 2 red, of course, obvious reasons, gadgets, 2 yellow, and 2 green. I did not run the 9 engine because I took out the 9 engine because the 9 engine got a bit too cloggy with too many gadgets in my hand, and I wanted more traps, and I wanted a Murmelio and stuff like that. So that's pretty much why I wanted more space to put other things in. So that's it for the gadgets. Now on to the generic deck. 3. Tin Goldfish, Tin Guppy. Special summons monsters from your hand. It's really good when you go into Giga Nex, and you can sit on it when you need to because of its 2000 defense. Next, 3 Kagato Kage, excuse me, because they can't effect Veiler it, so you can just normal summon if it goes through, special summon, and attack or defense, and you pretty much can pull out King of the Feral Imps, and he was clutch this game. He was really, really clutch. For the Machina engine, 2 Gear Frame to search out your 2 fortresses. Pretty standard, no explaining. I also decided to put in a Machina Megaform. What this does is, if it's on the field, you can tribute it to hold on, correction. You can tribute this card, special summon 1 Machina monster from your hand or deck, except Machina Megaform. So yeah, this is on the field. You can tribute it, special summon a fortress from your hand or deck, preferably. And its other effect is that if fortress is sent to the grave, except during the damage step, you can banish that fortress, special summon this card. It's a 2600 attack monster and a 1500 defense, and its effect can only be used once per turn. I like it though because it's level 8, so if you already have a fortress in hand and you have a gear frame, search out the Megaform, discard the Megaform, summon fortress from your hand, and you have the Megaform in grave as already set up, so if fortress goes to grave, you get the Megaform. And this guy recommended it to me today, and I like it. I like it a lot. Next, 1 Murmelio. It serves as a 4th MST when it's special summoned, and searches out my trap holes. Close off the monsters, 1 Redux. Gotta be careful with my new sleeves. The baby blue. Alright. So for spells, to start off, I am going with... Alright, here we go. 3 MST for back row. You do not want back row, so 3 MST. 2 double summon. I cut the 3rd double summon because the 3 double summons was a bit cloggy, and 2 worked just fine. Still running the Barian's Force. Today at locals, I did not see this at all, actually, but I'm still running it because I still want to test it with it in. And you don't have to run it if you don't. It's a little tech choice of mine that I decided to use. And to close off spells, 2 Potted Dualities as my 39th and 40th cards. Dig 3 cards into the deck, and add some to hand. I believe I'm running 8 spells. Yeah, 8 spells. On to traps. 2 Fiendish Chain. Traps pretty much the same with some changes. 2 Fiendish Chain. 1 Call of the Haunted. Serves as like an additional summon. 1 Mirror Force, no longer 2, because I wanted some more room for different traps that were a bit better in my opinion because I was losing some other things. And then continuing on with Battle Traps, 2-dimensional prisons. Chose to run 2 of these over 2 Mirror Force because a lot of floaters in this new format, so 2-dimensional prisons. I ran one Blackhorn. Comes in handy so much. I recommend maining this. I run it instead of Compulse. Works against Pendulums, Cliff Forts, because the Pendulum summons is sort of inherent. One Solemn Warning, Standard, Bottomless Standard, Torrential Standard. Two Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmares. This is what I chose to cut a double summon and a Mirror Force for, because I found that my deck was losing more to effects than it was actually attacking. And then to close off the main deck, one Trap Stun still, for when you're making bigger pushes. Honestly, you could cut the Trap Stun if you wanted. It's just in here in case. On to the extra deck. It's pretty much the same. I think it's the same from when I last showed you. So I'll get right into it. Two Giganexes, King of the Feral Imps, MVP today. Excaton didn't see. 101 saw twice. Castel didn't see. Diamond Dyer did not see. Pappy saw once. None. None. Almost. At least once every round. Never saw. I only pull this out if I have the rank up, so I could just go into that right away. Did not see these. Big Eye pulled out once against Cliff Forts. So yeah, this deck actually did pretty well against Cliff Forts. Thunder King, I sided in the Thunder King and it completely shut him down. I would have won against him. He beat me 2-1. I would have won, except he top deck Snatch Steal and took my Thunder King and won that way. So yeah. The side deck I ran, it's a funny story, I'll get to this after I show you it. You do not have to take my side deck, but this is just what I sided. One Thunder King, I mentioned why. Two Breakthroughs, a Spell Shattering, a Dust Tornado, Catastrophe, Breakthroughs in general. This is for Cliff Forts. So let me just Cliff Forts side, along with the Thunder King. That's pretty general, but it works really well against Cliff Forts. 2 DD Crow for Burning Abyss and Shaddolls. 1 D Fisher and 1 Macro for Burning Abyss and Shaddolls. DD Trap Hole for Shaddolls. 2 Noblemen for Shaddolls, and 2 Shadow Imps for Shaddolls and Burning Abyss. Alright, now, at locals today. At least half of the people were running Burning Abyss and Shaddolls, right? And I'm ready with my side. I do not play a single Burning Abyss or Shaddol deck. I was pretty mad about that, because that's pretty much what I sided for. Because Shaddolls, I knew I'd have trouble with. Cliff Forts, I knew I'd have trouble with, but I thought I'd be able to do really well with this amount of Spell and Trap Destruction I had. Ended up losing because he top decked Snatch Steal, and he also had Vanity, so I couldn't do anything. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Yeah, I know it's pretty quick, but that's because most of the stuff you've already seen in the previous profile. So just comment on if you like it. I really like it. This is going to be the last form of this deck. The next deck profile I will be giving you will be on UAs, alright? And they are going to be fantastic. They are going to have, it's going to be a deck profile post January 15 ban list with the new support they got from, I have no idea what that new pack is called, from Secrets of Eternity. It's going to have the new support they got from Secrets of Eternity, and that'll be the new deck, the next profile I'll be giving to you guys. I'm out. Peace!